It starts quiet. You tell yourself, just 5 minutes. Then, suddenly, it's 2 a.m. and you're still scrolling, chasing dopamine crumbs from a screen that never sleeps. Trapped. This isn't weakness, it's wiring. Your brain has been hijacked by a loop it didn't choose. But here's the truth. What's been wired can be rewired. And in just 7 days, you can reset your dopamine baseline, reclaim focus, and feel a kind of stillness most people never touch. This is the Dopamine Detox. 7 days, 7 resets, not to escape life, but to finally lead it.
Every habit starts with fuel. What you feed your brain shapes what it craves. Today, strip back the high-sugar inputs. That means social media scrolls, binge-worthy shows, endless headlines. Cut them, even for 24 hours. At first, it will feel empty. Your mind will reach for the next hit, like a hand twitching for the phone before you even notice. I remember a friend who deleted one app for a day. He kept unlocking his phone, thumb hovering over a blank space, realizing how deep the loop ran. That discomfort? It's the reset starting. Your brain begins rewiring when you stop feeding it junk. Still. Instead, fuel with something lighter, slower, cleaner. A walk without headphones. Water instead of caffeine. A book instead of a reel. Day 1 isn't about productivity. It's about silence, so your system can remember what real input feels like.
Distraction is a loop. Cue, craving, click, crash. To escape it, you don't fight harder, you break the chain. Today, practice the pattern interrupt. Every time the urge rises, scroll, snack, or switch, pause. Literally say out loud, "Not this." It sounds small, but it cuts the circuit. A student once told me he whispered pause every time he reached for TikTok. After a week, the reflex weakened. The word became a shield, not a struggle. Your brain hates hesitation. That's your leverage. By inserting one conscious beat, you reclaim control. Lead. Try this. Place a sticky note on your desk that reads, "Interrupt." Each time you catch the loop, stand up, breathe once, and return with intention. And here's a checkpoint. If you felt even one clean moment of clarity so far, drop it in the comments. Someone else might need to hear it. Day 2 isn't about winning every battle. It's about proving you can stop the loop once, twice, again. Once the old loop weakens, you can't leave the space empty. Nature abhors a vacuum. Your mind will fill it. If you don't choose the circuit, distraction will. Today is about building the replacement. Start with one anchor habit. Not 10, not 5, just one. Something so small it feels almost laughable. Journaling 1 line. Reading 2 pages. 1 push-up. Why? Because identity is built through proof, not promises. Each small win tells your brain, "This is who I am now." A client once tried replacing Instagram with reading.
At first, he lasted 5 minutes. By week's end, it was an hour. The difference wasn't discipline, it was design. Still, so design your loop. Cue, morning coffee. Routine, 2 lines in your journal. Reward, the clarity of seeing your own thoughts on paper. Don't rebuild a prison. Rebuild a path. One circuit at a time. Now comes the test most people avoid: silence. No apps, no tabs, no endless drip of noise. Just you and the raw stillness you've been running from. This is a dopamine fast. Not forever, just for a window. 1 hour. 3, if you dare. No input except what you can create. At first, the void feels unbearable. Your mind will itch, reaching for phantom rewards. That's the withdrawal. Stay. Breathe. Notice how hunger for stimulation rises, then falls. A student once tried his first dopamine fast. For 20 minutes, he paced like a caged animal. Then something shifted. He picked up a pen and wrote the first page of a book he'd been avoiding for years. That's the secret of the void. It doesn't kill you, it frees you. Still. When you remove constant signals, your nervous system resets its baseline. You're not numbing, you're clearing. And in the silence, focus begins to return.
Energy never vanishes, it only moves. And once you've unplugged from the noise, that freed energy demands direction. If you don't steer it, distraction will steal it back. So today, you redirect. Pick one channel, something that matters. Not 10, not scattered goals. One. A project, a skill, a relationship. Then commit micro-wins into it daily. Tiny inputs, repeated, compound into identity. A friend of mine once quit binge scrolling. At first, he felt restless. Hours opened up like empty rooms. But instead of filling them with another app, he chose music. A year later, that restlessness had become rhythm, and rhythm had become mastery. Still, this is how you stop distraction from circling back. Every ounce of energy you redirect becomes momentum, and momentum, once rolling, is harder to break than any craving. So channel it, not in theory, in practice. One action, one focus, one stream.
Progress without anchoring slips away. The brain, left unchecked, drifts back to old grooves. Dopamine always hunts the fastest hit. So today, you anchor. How? By making your reset visible, tangible, undeniable. Write down the wins of this week so far, the nights you slept deeper, the focus you felt stretching longer, the silence that didn't scare you anymore. Then build a ritual around them. Anchor with reminders you can't ignore, a journal page, a calendar mark, a daily mantra whispered before work. One client of mine printed a single sentence and taped it above his desk. Attention is my wealth. Every time temptation pulled, that anchor snapped him back. Anchors remind the brain the new path isn't fragile. It's chosen. Still. And when you repeat them, they do more than hold the gain. They reinforce identity. They turn "I tried a detox" into "I became the kind of person who protects his mind." 7 days reset the circuit. But clarity isn't a finish line. It's a rhythm you maintain. Today isn't the end. It's the handoff from detox to design. Because the truth, the world will keep tempting you back. Apps, ads, endless scrolls. They don't quit, so neither can you. The key is sustainment through cycles. Short resets, regular rituals. 1 day each week to unplug. 1 hour each day to recenter. 1 choice each moment to guard your mind. A man I worked with treated his detox like training, not punishment. Every Sunday, he unplugged. No screens, no noise. Within months, that single ritual became a fortress. His focus didn't just recover, it sharpened. This is how you live beyond detox. Not fragile, not fearful, but flexible. Strong enough to engage with the world, wise enough not to be consumed by it. Still, 7 days were the spark. Now the fire is yours to tend.
Most people live scattered, attention fractured, focus stolen, energy bleeding into screens that never give back. But not you, not anymore. In 7 days, you've proven something rare. You can step back from the noise. You can reclaim clarity. You can reset your brain's circuit of focus. And now you know, dopamine isn't the enemy. It's energy. And energy is yours to command. 1 reset creates renewal. 1 renewal creates momentum. And momentum, guarded daily, builds a mind unshakable. So, when distraction claws at your door tomorrow, remember this week. Remember what you carried through. And remind yourself, I don't chase quick hits. I build clarity. I forge focus. I command my mind. Now it's your turn. Comment below with the biggest shift you felt during this reset.
This is Vision Vortex, your space where clarity meets transformation. Subscribe now and return each week to sharpen your mind and strengthen your soul.